Hello everyone, welcome back to another update video on Sherry Aweber Story. This is the 11th update, in case you need to know. So, we're at the end of the year now. And of course, as I said before, I was going to do at least an update video. I did say this on stream before, but now obviously I'm recording it again. I did record a previous version of that, sorry I said that weird. But I was like, you know what, that old one, like, basically a day after I made it, it was already out of date, so I was like, okay, I'll just wait then till after the Christmas video to make another update video to basically close out this year of Sherry Aweber Story. So, what has happened between basically like the last update and this update? Well, I can tell you for one that Volume 1 has been fully proofread. And I mean like professionally proofread over, and I've proofread over the proofreader's work myself as well. There may be like this little edit I'm just thinking in the back of my head of doing at some point, but other than that, it's basically done. All I need to do now for Volume 1 is literally just get like, I need to choose the artist, because the multiple artists I've shown artwork from, like concept work, not all of them will be able to do artwork for like basically all the kind of characters I need. Like some of the artists just don't do mech, like kind of art, and well, if you look at Joseph Flower, I guess you can kind of count him as like a bit mechish, not entirely obviously, but I just kind of class it under that same category, like mecha in a sense. Some of the artists also just don't draw boys for whatever reason, or men, so I obviously have to tick them off as well. And then there's just some of the artists that like, I don't know if I really want to go back to them for their work, because it just doesn't like fulfill my kind of vision on like what art style I would like for Sherry Aweber Story. But yeah, so next is literally getting like artwork done for inside the actual volume itself. Then it's getting the cover for like Sherry Aweber Story done, so the book cover itself. Then it's getting the book registered. You know, it's going to have like a little barcode and all that, hopefully, and all that. And then after that stage, I need to make sure I check over everything else. I think like maybe one other thing I might need to look into is like copyright and trademarking Sherry Aweber Story, but again, that'll probably be far down the line before I even get there. But after all that, then it's basically just uploading the book to the various like book platforms, and then finally Sherry Aweber Story will be out. And again, as I said, hopefully, I really do hope it'll be next year when Sherry Aweber Story does actually come out. I can't guarantee though it'll be out before the anniversary of Sherry Aweber Story, like the first video that came out. But I can say that hopefully it'll be next year if I could just basically kick myself into gear. Because when it comes to the artwork as well, I've actually been thinking that maybe I should get more character concepts done, or even just concepts in general done for other little aspects of Sherry Aweber Story. And then basically like pooling in more artists like for work to judge and be like, okay, I might ask this artist to do it, or I might ask this artist to do all the artwork, you know, and all that. And I also need to like discover as well like how I'm going to get the cover done as well, because I don't think it's as simple as just being like, oh yeah, by the way, can you just like draw me like the book cover for my book, please? Thank you, you know? I think there's a bit more to it than just that, because when I was looking up like different book artists and all that, some of them like obviously will just draw the front cover and they won't like draw the back, I don't think, and the basically the neck of the book. Some will be like, okay, but you're gonna have to provide me with like all the assets that I'm gonna have to stitch together to make the book cover itself, and so on and so forth. You know, I'm basically procrastinating to the highest order right now, and I'm hoping that after today I actually look back into more artwork again and decide if I'm actually gonna get more artwork made first before choosing an artist to do all the artwork for inside Volume 1. But again, you're just all gonna have to wait and see. So, another thing that's been happening since Volume 1 is basically just finished and I'm waiting on artwork to basically shove into the book. I've actually started editing Volume 2 again, and I think I'm halfway through if I remember last. And the only reason I like don't really remember is because yesterday was Christmas, so I took the day off. And along with that, today I actually had a good few ideas of what I wanted to include in Volume 15. So I actually yesterday I actually put a few bullet points in Volume 15 for one of the chapters, and I also I'm partway through writing the bonus chapter for Volume 15. Now, is it a good idea to write the bonus like chapter before writing everything else in the actual volume? I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, so theoretically, like Volume 2 and 15 are being worked on at the same time. I think I'm just gonna hop from one to the other It just depends on, like, you know, if I run out of ideas of what to write for volume 15, I go back to volume 2 and edit what's there already. And if I just feel bored of editing volume 2 again, just like I've been editing volume 1 over and over and over again, I'll go back to volume 15 if I have more ideas, and so on and so forth. So, other than all that, when it comes to this channel in particular, there was only one other video that was really released on this YouTube channel, and that was the Christmas video. If you want to go watch that, it kind of goes into a bit of detail about what like Christmas is like on Janiki and all that. And at the same time, I do have a TikTok up for that as well, if you want to obviously check out the @JoeStayFlower on TikTok. Yeah, honestly, there's not much else I can add on to that. That is it. So, this is it. This is the final video, the update video as well, for Sherry Aweber Story this year. Obviously, next year, I'd say around the end of January is when I'll probably do another update video just like this one. But for now, I guess I better just, you know, wish you all, well, not really a Merry Christmas, but a Happy New Year. And hope, you know, 2023 is a good year next year. Hopefully I actually do release at least volume 1 and we can determine stuff based on that. Like, even though I did say I have all this stuff planned for doing volume 1 and whatnot, I also have plans for what to do to, like, basically advertise volume 1, which if I do, like, fall through with it, like, or go through with it, should I say, it'll be exciting to see, like, what I can do, especially in the advertising department of, like, getting the book known to other people. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to this video, the last video of 2022 on the Sherry Aweber Story YouTube channel. Obviously, if you like this video, give it a like, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, and hit the bell if you do so desire. And I shall see you all next year.